Welcome to DWBIADDA channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello friends, in today's video we will be discussing about profile management in Kubernetes. So first of all, what is RBAC? So RBAC is role-based access control, and from Kubernetes 1.6 version onwards, the RBAC policies are enabled by default. So what does RBAC stands for? So RBAC policies are vital for the correct management of your cluster, and they also allow you to specify which types of actions are permitting depending upon the user and their role in your organization. So to certain users, and you can define their roles, and according to their roles you can manage their responsibilities, their functionalities in the clusters. So here we have a Ubuntu instance on which the Kubernetes master cluster is enabled. So first of all, we'll log in as a root user. Now the Kubernetes defines default roles that you should consider using before starting your own roles. So for that, we can simply use the command kubectl get cluster roles. So with this command, we can simply see what type of roles are already predefined by the Kubernetes cluster. Now let's say if we have an application that needs to have access to the pod information, we can use this command for that. Now going with the cluster role view, you can simply view all the roles of the present services running in the cluster. Now after that, if we want to create a namespace school app that our application will live in, and then a service account, my app ID in this namespace. So what we basically will do is that we will create a namespace which is called cool app. So we will use this command for that. So as you can see, the namespace cool app has been created, and after that what we need to do is we need to create a service account named my app ID. So the service account with the name my app ID has also been created. Now we have already established the identity for our application, which was cool app. So we can define a role pod view that allows only viewing and listing pods in its namespace. Now to assign the role, we can use this command. Now what is defined is this command is that we are creating a role which is the pod view, and the resources which we are using are the pods. Now to check whether it has been successfully created or not, we can use this command. So using the pod view, we can check the current number of pods running here. So currently no pods are running. Now the role pod view allows only for viewing pods. So next we need to attach the role pod view to our application, and which is represented by the service account my app ID, and for that we will use this command. So here what we have done is that we have created a role binding of the namespace school app, which was the application, and it is linked to the service account, which is called my map ID. So here you can see that it has been successfully created. Now to check the services running under this, we can use this command. Now as you can see here, it is defining that we have a service called my pod viewer, and we can check the role here and the kind of the service, which is a service account, the name of the app service, which is my app ID, and the namespace binded to it, which is called cool app. So like this we can define the user with their roles, and we can bind their roles with the services according to our requirements. So friends, this is basically a short overview of the profile management which we can do in Kubernetes, and these types of roles can be defined on larger basis depending on the size of the organization. So that was all for today's video. Thank you.